So I said last time, I may not be filming this week because I'm still in recovery and I don't want to pressure myself too much with the editing and everything. As you see, my friends, I'm here. So hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my very small place on the internet where I talk about my knitting life and all the different projects I have because I am very interested into fiber and most importantly local wool, local to me, rustic wool. My name is Isabelle. I am in Normandy in France and today it's going to be a video about two finished objects. One you have already seen last week, but unfortunately the sound was not working on that part of the video, so I'm recording again today, and another one that you haven't seen yet. So if that is of any interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so before I show you what I have finished, and just what I have finished, I'm not going to be talking about my work in progress for now, my works in progress for now. What am I wearing? I am wearing my Calara shawl by Emma O'Brien that I knit last year with yarn that I got at a fair where I was with my mother. You've seen it many times on my channel and I had not planned to wear it, but I decided to wear it because today I received a beautiful package from one of the lovely yous, and in that package was that linen shirt. I'm not sure it shows, it's a very light lilac color, and maybe on the camera with the lights it's more gray than lilac, but I can assure you that in real life it's lilac. It's perfect. It's a round neck shirt, and as it's a bit lilac, I decided to wear my Calara shawl. And I'll be talking about what was in that package in a later video because when I will be talking about what I got and my no-buy project for the months of October, as of course there was yarn inside, you spoiled me and you should not have. You know that you should not have, but anyway. My Calara, this beautiful linen dress, I'm not sure if I can model the two pieces that I finished with the shirt underneath. I will try, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Anyway, perfect combination. Okay, first finished object. The one you saw, or you saw me wearing in my latest video, but when I was talking about it, there was no sound. So the Forest Gem vest by Drops. So it's a project, the second project I'm having with the ladies from Lenal West, which is a company in Normandy, which makes wool from Normandy sheep, rustic Normandy sheep. And this is the third natural color I had never been using so far. It's Rose des Sables, and I'm not sure how it will be translating on your screen, but I would say it's a pinkish, beigey, neutral color. So Forest Gem is a vest with cables in the front, and my first intention was to knit with cables in the back too, and you see that I have not. And I made a couple modifications. First, there was quite of a story because I had to unravel. I was almost at the separation for the sleeve because I think that in one of these cables I did not cross in the middle. There were just the two cables that were merging and going out without crossing. So there were about two repeats, maybe I was above that part, two repeats that I ripped out just for that section here. I could manage to reknit all of it, or I did manage to knit about half of it. And my tension was so different in the part that I had rebuilt from the part that was there. It was so much looser, to my surprise, because if anything, I would think when you knit again, when you are unraveling and knitting again, your tension may be tighter because there is that much yarn to work with. Anyway, my tension was looser. And even if it worked, it was extremely obvious. So I said, okay, I'm not thinking. I don't think. Let's not think about it and unravel everything. It's knitted in pieces, so I was just knitting in the front, and the back and the front are sewn on the side. So I just unraveled it and knitted again and tried to be more mindful of what I was doing. Anyway, so that was my first story with that sweater. My first modification is that on the original pattern, you are supposed to make this central cable piece split on both sides and go on both sides. And if you watch couple projects that have been made that way, because the original picture by drops is not very obvious, but I really did not like it, the way it was looking. It was too thick on the sides. So what I decided was just to continue the cables and have them finish a few stitches away from the border. And for the border, I just kept doing 2 knit stitches on the reverse stockinette section in between the cables. So that, and then I picked up and knit the border. The sleeves or the armholes I also picked up. Did I respect what they were asking for both? I'm not sure. But what I'm sure of is that I did not do what they wanted me to be doing at the bottom hem, because I split the front and the back. I did not make it fold over. I just split it, and by splitting I mean I did not sew. I haven't sewn it. That's just the only thing I did. And I made the back a little bit longer than the front. That's my major modification with the cable at the front. I'm going to try to wear it on top of the shirt and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm not sure these two colors do match together anyway. So you see there is a little V at the neckline and the split hem on the side, and this beautiful linen shirt that I just received a few hours ago. I ironed it and I put it on right away. Okay, what did I want to say about this vest, in addition to what I've already said, is that I finished it the day before I went to the hospital. Of course, I did not block it. I did not steam block it. I don't do that. I'm so afraid to ruin my knits with steam blocking. So I have never been doing it thus far. But anyway, I took it with me. I was wearing it on the morning I went to the hospital. I had to be there by 6:45 in the morning or something. I was wearing it up to the moment I went down to the surgery rooms. Of course, I took it off before that. And when I was in the rehab center and in the hospital, when I was having naps or things like that, as it usually in these places it's quite warm, I was just laying it on top of me so that it would keep me warm, in addition to the sheets or of the bed sheets, or when I was just laying over the bed, I was wearing it. Just laying over me for a bit of warmth if I was having a nap. It's been with me this whole time. It's given me comfort because now that I've washed it, the yarn is much softer than when I had just knit it. It's very warm and it keeps me, it repels moisture, I would say. So we had a couple days with heavy rain and it was not that warm and a bit damp and everything. This is the perfect piece to be wearing in these occasions, because the Normandy, the rustic Normandy wool from this sheep that live outside year round, almost year round, means that their own wool protects them from moisture, and then it does protect you from the ambient moisture once you've knit with it. So yeah, a piece that I like a lot, maybe not with that shirt, it's not the right color combination. But it's very, very easy to be wearing, and I am very happy I have it in my own wardrobe because it's gonna go with a white shirt and blue pants. This is my go-to. And also with a complete blue outfit, I'm sure it's gonna be doing quite well. Okay, next, as you say, the pièce de résistance, Gallant. The mohair Gallant sweater by Kadri that I knit with Nutiden in Val, that one of you, the same of you, sent the shirt to me, and the other yarn that I will show you next or in my next video. So with Val mixed with mohair by Lang. You've seen me talk about these two one and show me these two one quite a lot on my channel, because I started Gallant quite a long time ago in May, and I finished it minutes before I started to record. I rushed through it so that I could record today, because last time I recorded, we are on a Wednesday, I recorded on the Thursday and I just finished editing the video half hour before I uploaded it and half hour before it usually goes live, and it was very stressful to me. So I said, okay, I'm not doing this, and I need to record at least on the Wednesday, if not before. And if I can't, I will just skip a week because it was so stressful. Gallant has had a lot of stories. If you recall, I really did not, and I do not like when stockinette rolls onto a garment. You may like it, and it's perfect. Power onto you, and angel songs and fairy dust all over you if you do like it, but I do not. So the ladies, my friends at Atelier Paulin, who are the ones who introduced me to Gallant, because some of them have made 7 or 8 of the Gallant sweater. It's a very simple raglan sweater. They said, okay, it's gonna be blocking out, don't worry. No, it was not. My sleeves were rolling up, the bottom of the sweater was rolling up, and I did not like it. And with such a piece, I want it to be just perfect. So what I decided to do first is do some kind of I-cord on one of the sleeves. I did decrease a lot of stitches to cinch the sleeve in and do the I-cord, but even with the I-cord and less stitches, and I need the I-cord the other way around so that it would tend to roll in the inside, it was still flaring out. Then I started to think, okay, double hem, and that's gonna be fine. So I left the sleeve and I knit the body, and I decided to go for a double hem. So on all of my double hems, I did knit a purl row so that it makes a neater edge. So I did that, same here. I knit the double edge, I sewn it, and it was laying flat, but it was puckering because the inside of the one that I had sewn was too big for some reason, or the same width at the front one, and it was making waves and stuff like that, and I did not like it. So I placed an elastic band in the inside, and that was okay, but I was kind of thinking, no, I don't like that. I don't like to be having to be doing that. Fortunately, one of you, I'm not sure, I'm sure I do not recall who you were, but you know who you are, and I thank you so much, told me, well, you just have to knit the inside with smaller needles so that there is less fabric, and when you sew it inside, it just cinches in and it won't be puckering around or flaring out or anything. That was the perfect idea. So I did this, the second sleeve. I had left the bottom of the sweater the way it was with the elastic band. I had left one sleeve with the I-cord that was flaring out, and I knit the second sleeve. I'm not sure which one it was. And what I did is keep diminishing stitches here before I do the double hem and knit, hello Ramses, and knit the inside with a needle that was, so I was knitting I think with 4 millimeter needles, and I did knit with 3 millimeter needles and then sew it. And it's just perfect. You see, it's not flaring out, it's not waving around and puckering around. So I did the second sleeve the same way, and then I just finished with the bottom of the sweater. So I'm gonna be standing up and I'm gonna be wearing it so that you can see how beautiful it is. Okay, so it has not been blocked. I just finished knitting and sewing the inside, so I need to block it, and I'm sure it will even out. I'm sure it will even out the way the bottom looks, because on the sleeves, some parts you see it a bit and some parts you don't, so it's okay. So you see, I haven't split it. I just left it that way, and it is just perfect. A bit boxy, a bit shorter, just right. You see my hip is here. What are you doing? Are you going on the other side? Okay. My hip is here, my thigh is here. No, I don't want to make, okay. My thigh is here, and imagine with some kind of other shirt. I'm not sure this is the perfect shirt for it, but it's gonna be just fine. And please excuse my sweatpants. As always, I'm a good YouTuber, perfect, or as much as I can, as nice as I can on the top, and just sweatpants on the bottom. So I'm not sure what Ramses is going to be doing, and he was making biscuits on the Forest Gem sweater. Anyway, so here is my beautiful, beautiful Gallant. I used the mohair Gallant pattern because it was the one closest to my gauge. I think she's going by dimensions, so centimeters. So I'm not sure I did the exact same repetitions and increases. I just did a bit of my own, and I used the pattern as a guide to make this boxy raglan sweater, and I like it very much. So it's quite different from what she's showing, because she has I-cords at all the ends on the cuffs, around the neck, at the bottom, and I have double hems. So be it. And if I do it again with, I think what I want is do the same sweater again with the yak, and if the yak is still rolling up with the I-cord, I'm just going to be calling it a day, and will never maybe choose patterns that have edges with I-cord, but at least know that it will roll up, and as I don't like it, maybe do some of the kind of finishes, either just regular 1x1 rib or 2x2 ribs or some other kind of edges, but at least not plain stockinette with I-cord edging. Anyway, I love it. It's very warm, perfect for today because this morning was quite a beautiful day, but right now the storm is on us. I missed the opportunity to go walk for today, so be it once again. And it's a perfect sweater for this gloomy day with a lot of wind and quite a bit of rain. So there you have it, my two pieces I wanted to be talking about. If you have a minute, I'm going to give you a little life update because I saw my surgeon yesterday. If you've been here already, you know I underwent a total hip replacement surgery at the beginning of September. We are on the 16th of October, so that's about 6 weeks ago. Yeah, 6 weeks ago because it was on a Wednesday. And I've been through lots of different painful adventures, I would say, unexpected adventures that I've been trying to go through and that were giving me a lot of questions. One of you recommended me arnica cream to massage the scar, and it was a very good recommendation because it's helping a lot. And I'm also massaging my muscles with it because I have stronger painkillers and I have local anesthetics and in patches that I can place if it's too painful, but I would prefer milder steps right now. So the arnica cream is working wonders, and my physiotherapist is also massaging the scar, and that's not a pleasant part. But anyway, when I saw the surgeon yesterday, I had lots of questions. When will this pain go away? Is the scar okay? Why am I still feeling some kind of transmission of pain in my back, in my stomach, all around my legs, whenever she massages the scar and everything? To him, everything is normal. It's only been 6 weeks. And of course, some people can go back to work when they have a steady work at a desk. When I work, I'm up all day long, and I can't be up more than 30 minutes at a time. I cannot walk more than 30 minutes at a time. Of course I can, but after that I have some pain in my leg, in my muscles. So he said, the implant is perfect. Your hip are perfect. You feel no pain. I'm sorry, Ramses is trying to drink in my glass. You feel no pain in your hip. That is perfect. All the other things are just normal and you have to wait. 6 weeks is kind of early, so if you still have muscle pain, take the painkillers. Okay. If the scar is hurting you when your physical therapist is massaging it, ask her to not make you feel pain when she takes care of the scar. I'll see my physical therapist tomorrow, and I think she is right to be massaging a lot because there are a lot of adherences, and I think these are the ones that are causing some muscle pain and nerve pain. Whenever I move or whenever my muscle get into the walking mode for quite a while, and then these nerve terminations that are there start screaming, and this is what is hurting me. This is the way I interpret it. He said, okay, that may be it, but take painkillers and ask her not to hurt you when she massages the scar. So I'm going to tell her that, but I'm also going to be telling her that if she wants to continue to do it the way she has been doing it so far, I'm okay with it. It's painful, but I think that's what she said. That's what she said. She needs to break all of these adherences, because if the scar remains attached to the underlying layers of muscles or whatever, skin or whatever, it will always hurt me. So she needs to break everything so that the scar is freely moving as if it was skin and not attached to the muscle underneath, and not trapping termination, sensitive nerve termination endings there that are screaming pain when sometimes there is no reason for these sensitive nervous system to be screaming for pain. Maybe just a little bit of pain, but not an outrageous pain. So this is what he told me. I'm seeing him again in 6 months from now, so I will be back at work. Unless my other hip bothers me, because he said, it's in a better shape than the first one, but it's not in a very good shape. So I'm already feeling it, because maybe when I was walking with the sticks, I was putting more weight on the other leg, so it was starting to hurt me a bit. And he said you can drive, so that's a big thing. He said you can walk without sticks outside unless it's slippery. So right now in Normandy we have leaves on the ground and we have rain. So the sidewalks are slippery. So I may be continuing to be bringing my stick with me, because just to be safe. But most of the time when I'm just walking to go see my physiological therapist, I just bring the stick with me. I carry it, but I don't use it. So it's a good sign. And twice already I had to go back to her office because I had forgotten my stick there. So that's also a good sign when you start to forget your stick or other things that you were so attached to it. That means you are easing up into whatever you are undergoing and you are feeling more confident and feeling better. And of course, I know I'm walking much more easily right now within the half-hour mark than I've been walking for the last 5 years. And he said, it is better you choose to walk twice for half hour or 4 times for 15 minutes if you can't do half hour, and walk 1 hour in the day rather than not walk at all. Unfortunately, it's the end of the day. It started to rain. This morning was beautiful and I was thinking, what do I do? Do I finish the sweater or do I go for a walk? So I decided to finish the sweater to be able to record today. And we'll see what happens next. We'll see. Maybe I won't be able to go outside and walk, and I will do some kind of walking exercise in front of some kind of video where people do walk, and I will be walking with them at home. So anyway, I am feeling much better, even though I do not think I'm out of the whole process. I'm not completely healed. I'm very easily tired. In the evening at 8 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock and I need to go to bed. I'm yawning and I'm feeling very tired, whatever has happened during the day. So I'm still very fatigued, easily fatigued, feeling tired and mentally tired. You see, I haven't taken Reduplicate again. I'm not sure whenever I will do that, because I received the yarn from the ladies from Lenal West to knit again on my Vertices Unite. So I wanted to finish Gallant, which is done, and it's gonna go in the bath right after I finish to record this video. And I will be knitting on Vertices Unite, which is an easy knit, so and not much brain power involved. So this is my plan, and continue to work on my socks. So these are my plans for the next few days or few weeks. I'm not sure I will go back to Reduplicate right now if I don't feel like I can wrap my head around the pattern and what I want to be doing compared to what she asks me to be doing in the pattern. So anyway, if you've been here today with me and you've been up to now, I thank you a lot for bearing with all my stories, bearing with no sound in parts of the video, saying, okay, I'm not recording that again, and we'll see next time. That means today. I thank you a lot for being here with me, because you are part of my joy and happiness, and not only because I received the package today. It's every day that you are part of my life, and I thank you very much for that. I hope that your knitting is bringing you joy and happiness. I hope that these little videos and the conversations we have below do bring you joy and happiness. And I will be having enough joy and happiness to place into my stitches for you. I will be sending them all along. And I will see you next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Top. So I had said last time that there may be not a video top in my latest video, but there was no way but when I was talking about that